Hi, my name is Jeff Barrow from the band Portishead. I'm programming Rage tonight. I'm usually here with Adrian and Beth, but they're back in the UK at the moment. I'm kind of the advanced party scout kind of person. I've watched Rage over the years, kind of crawled after crawling back from some Bondi kind of hell pit of a bar. Yeah, so it gives me great pleasure to kind of join you and choose the videos for tonight. Yeah, come and join me. This next clip is In Jury Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick. It's an amazing track by an amazing man with an incredible band. Kind of, where did pop go wrong? You know, when you listen to this was number one most probably everywhere in the world. And then you look at what's kind of going on now and you just think, where did we go wrong? It's just amazing. It's just such a brilliant artist. I kind of lucky enough. Well, I know his son Baxter Jury, who's a really brilliant artist as well, different from his father, but definitely check him out. He's a good mate of ours at Portishead, and we've kind of played on his record and stuff in the past. But he's kind of got the same kind of humour and loveliness and warmth to his music. But yeah, this is Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick. It's just a mentally good track, so enjoy. This next video I'm sure gets a good run out on Rage. It's Grinder Man No Pussy Blues. I mean, what can you say about, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and try and say anything about Nick Cave on Rage. I'm sure it's been done a million times before by better, more informative people than myself. Other than kind of, I met up with Warren Ellis, because he now lives in Paris, and he's a proper dude and really, really nice, and one of these great people that I've seen around on the ATP or Tomorrow Parties festival circuit. We did an ATP recently in London in Axela Palace that we curated, and we asked Polly Harvey and Grinder Man to play, and they all said yeah, great, and lots of other bands as well over a weekend. But seeing Grinder Man, they just kick ass. They just like, man, it's just really, really full on. It's amazing. I don't know if I mean, you've most probably seen Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds and Dirty Three play lots. But if you get a chance to go see Grinder Man, it's just like, that's another energy altogether, really. It's kind of something that I don't really kind of get to see, or you don't really see with like a lot of younger bands, you know what I mean? This kind of absolute severe, don't mess with us kind of vibe, you know. And actually the video and the tune kind of says it all, and if you think they lose anything from this stuff playing live, they don't. It just gets heavier. Enjoy the video now. As you know, might know or might not know, the singer of Portishead is a fabulous singer called Beth Gibbons, and a few years ago she released her own record, and this Mysteries was the first single off it, and it's kind of different from what we did together or do together, but it's one of my favourites, and it's a beautiful song, and hope you enjoy it. The next track is by Sonic Youth, My Friend Goo. This one is really for Adrian, who I work with, who really should be sat on this couch here. We do everything together, we write all the Portishead together and tour, but he's not here. I'm not, I love Sonic Youth, but I'm not the massive kind of huge fan that I know all of their work, unlike him. So he's back in England looking after his kids at the moment, doing the good dad thing. So this one basically goes out to him, and obviously all the massive Sonic Youth fans. I've got a bit of a story where I actually met them in an ATP in Cushtas in upstate New York, and they were really nice people, and obviously just a huge influence for lots of people into noise guitar and just heavy riffs. I was just saddened to read recently that they broke up as a couple, Thurston and Kim. So this kind of, I don't know, kind of goes out to them and Adrian, who should be here, but he's not. This next clip is by Quasimoto. It's called Bully's Hit, or bully shit. I'm not too sure which way it is. It's kind of Quasimoto is kind of AKA Madlib, an American hip hop producer, one of the greats basically. He's got many different names he works under. He's signed to Stones Throw Records. He's a massive influence on my kind of, I suppose, beat making career, if I still do that. He's one of the guys who's actually purely taken hip hop music forward. He sounds like himself. No one sounds like him, even though everyone tries to sound like him. If that makes any sense. And it's just heavy. He's just kind of, he's out in space, but in the best possible way. It's not like hip hop as people would perceive hip hop being now. You know, it's future music really. But enjoy it. This next video is Aphex Twin, Come to Daddy. I'm sure this has been hammered on Rage. I kind of went for it instead of Window Licker because it's just heavy. Window Licker is as well, but in a slightly comical way. I've got this other little band called Beak. It's like a 3-piece, and we play little gigs, and we actually supported Chris Cunningham on a UK tour last year, and this is much about to do with Chris Cunningham as it to do with Aphex Twin. Aphex Twin is the master, obviously, and Chris Cunningham together. It's kind of like, I don't know, I suppose there's great combinations of people working together at the ultimate like height of their game. I'm sure both of them are going to go on to do further brilliant things as they have done. And also Chris Cunningham himself is a brilliant musician, and I hate him basically because he can make kind of films like this and make incredible music as well. If he comes to town, go and see Chris Cunningham play. It's a kind of it's a mental experience. You feel like you're inside his head. And he's a nice dude as well. And he's got really, I don't know if he's just got really dark eyes. You kind of look like, when you look at him, you kind of go, man, you're just like, he could be an alien. Could well be with the stuff he comes up with. But yeah, I mean, sure, like I said, I'm sure this one gets a big run out on Rage, but at the same time, you have to, especially if you come back from a pub or you're monged out or you've just come back from somewhere else and you've been doing other things, and yes, it's great. It's great for your brain, isn't it? So enjoy it. This next video is Public Enemy, Don't Believe the Hype. I think it's a live version because it didn't have like the video version or something. So Public Enemy are just like a massive influence on Portishead. Mainly me and Aid. I don't know if Beth knows them that well, but growing up as a kid and listening to kind of hip hop in the unmean streets of Portishead, basically you kind of what they're saying, the whole kind of lyrical content, Flavor Flav. I mean, I haven't really got to say much about Public Enemy for people to understand what they're about, especially the track "Don't Believe the Hype," because now it's just as relevant now as it was back then. So enjoy. This next track is Eric B. and Rakim, Let the Rhythm Hit 'Em. It's kind of hip hop music I kind of grew up with. It's kind of, you don't really hear it so much like nowadays, kind of real kind of rough sounding, aggressive kind of hip hop. It seems to be all about kind of, seems to be a lot about money and kind of stature and girls and or brand names and stuff, and Eric B. and Rakim is most probably I consider the best rapper that kind of most probably ever lived, or it still lives now, so it's unfair to say he's not dead. Yeah, I don't know when this is from, but this tune kind of, and much of what he does kind of makes me want to kind of punch the air in a real kind of sad way, but it gets me really excited. I suppose it's kind of like it was kind of my punk in my era, so I hope you enjoy it. The next track is by Kraftwerk, Autobahn. Just a huge influence on Portishead, really. Just from when they were the first band, the organisation, and their experiments in electronic music, building, having their own drum machines with contact pads and Really interesting to come out of kind of post-war Germany with their fashion and with their just their look and just how brilliant the music is and how difficult it is to actually write for them to have written their music back then. You know, there wasn't Apple Macs with kind of like these soft synths that you push a button and away it goes. This was kind of like really early sequencers, really early electronics, and just beautiful written songs. But this is Autobahn by Kraftwerk, and that's it.